Okay, so in today's lecture, what we are going to do, there was one concept remaining regarding the numbers or the digits. First, we will discuss that. Then we will look at some of the examples in general examples, and then we will look at some of the examples or some of the questions from 2023 which have been asked in exam. Okay, so are you guys ready? Shall we start? And I'm really sorry. I forgot to share the slide, and the last week was a bit busy. Okay, so shall we? Okay, so in last class, I discussed with you how to arrange the alphabets, and when I discussed the alphabets with you people, so I told you कि जैसे आप alphabets को arrange करेंगे, similarly same thing you will apply on peoples as well, on the other objects as well. In same manner, you have to apply the other things as well. Okay, one thing is that now. Uh, in alphabets, I discussed with you the repeated letter case, the non-repeated letter case, and the same thing when the repetition is allowed and when the repetition is not allowed. And similarly, I discussed with you when the vowels are together and the vowels are not together, and the last case was no two together. Okay, so these cases we discussed in the alphabetic thing, and now we will discuss the number things. Let's say I have been given the following digits: 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. Okay, I have these five digits, and it is asked, or we have to find that how many numbers, unique numbers or distinct numbers, can be formed uh, using these five digits. And the case is repetition is not allowed. Repetition is not allowed. First thing what we have, I have been given these five digits, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and I have to form five numbers, and the repetition is not allowed. So, which means I have five places, five numbers, five places. So, normally NPR, that is 5P5. So, 5P5 would be 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 5 factorial. That is nothing but 5 factorial. And similarly, if I ask you how many choices we have for the first place, how many choices we have for the first place? Five choices. Then for the second place, we have four choices. Then for the third place, we have three choices. Then for the second place, we have two choices. And then for the last place, I have one choice. This is also what? 5 factorial. So in short, when I have to adjust five digits in five places, so my answer would be 5 factorial. It is as same as the case which we discussed in the discussed with the alphabets. Understood? So total number of cases will be 120. Similarly, if the repetition would have been allowed, then the number of cases would be 5 to the power 5. क्लियर है इतनी चीज बताओ यहाँ पर? जल्दी बताइए. Everyone. Okay. But now let's say it is given to me that I have five digits. And what are those five digits? 1, 0, 2, 3, and 9, for example. And I have to make a four-digit number from this. Okay. I have to make a four-digit number from this. Now, you cannot simply do the NPR thing, that 5P4. If it is the alphabet case, let's say I have a word apple. Okay, five alphabets, and I have to arrange them in four places. Then you would have simply done 5P4, and your answer would be what? 5 upon 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 4 factorial, nothing but 5 factorial. Am I right or am I right? But here I cannot do this thing, 5P4. Tell me why. Give me the reason why I can't do this. and in this case also repetition is not allowed. हफीज क्या कर रहे हो तुम? हम्म? क्या है ये? मेरी स्क्रीन का एक्सेस कैसे चला जाता है तुम लोगों के पास? काबू में रखो अपने हाथों को। यस, बिकॉज ऑफ जीरो। ठीक है, सो नाउ लेट्स सी दिस थिंग। बिल्कुल ठीक बात है, बिकॉज ऑफ जीरो। सो आई हैव 5 digits and I have to arrange them in 4 places. So first case would be that the numbers can start from 1. If the number is starting from 1, this is fixed. So for this place, how many choices I am left with? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 choices into. For this place, I have been left with 3 choices. And for this place, I have been left with how many choices? 2 choices. So this will be 4 threes are 12 into 2, 24. This is my case first. Similarly, I will take second case. In second case, let the number is starting from 2. Okay. Then for this place, again, I will be having 4 choices. For this, I have 3 choices. For this, I have 2 choices. Again, 24 choices. Now, let the number is beginning with 3. So again, for this, I have 4 choices, 3 choices, and 2 choices. 24. Now, numbers can start from 9. For this, I have 4 choices, 3 choices, 2 choices, again 24. Now just tell me, can I start the numbers with 0? Can I put 0 at the first place? Please tell me. Batao. Can I put 0 at first place? Yes, exactly. Why? Because if 0 is at first place, I will get only a 3-digit number. So this case shall not be taken. So in this case, what is my answer? You will add A, B, C, D. You will add all these cases A, B, C, D. So this is what 24 into 4, that is 96 cases. बताओ बच्चों, समझ में आया? Did you guys understand? चलो, इतनी सी बात है। हम्म। और अगर रेपिटेशन अलाउड होता तो क्या करते? देखो, 3 प्लेसेस, ठीक है, और 4 चॉइसेस, सो 4 टू द पावर 3 कर देते। और उसमें कितने केस बनते? 4 टू द पावर 3, 4 टू द पावर 3, 4 टू द पावर 3 एंड 4 टू द पावर 3। शैल आई प्रोसीड बेटा? शैल आई प्रोसीड? ओके, सो नाउ माई क्वेश्चन इज टू यू। आई हैव द गिवन डिजिट्स 4, 5, 6, 2 and 0, and the question is how many 3 digits number are possible, how many 3 digit number are possible if each number is divisible by 10 and repetition is not allowed. Each number is divisible by 10 and repetition, ये spelling ठीक कर लेना तुम लोग, is not allowed. Give me the answer quickly. जल्दी से आंसर चाहिए मुझे। 3 digit number, number is completely divisible by 10. 4p2 4 factorial divided by, yes exactly, ठीक है सादिया बेटा, ठीक है। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर एबल टू डू दिस? बताओगे ना? बिल्कुल सही। देखो बेटा, फॉर अ नंबर टू बी डिविजिबल बाय 10, ओके, मेरे को बताओ क्या कंडीशन होती है किसी भी नंबर को 10 से डिवाइड करने के लिए? क्या कंडीशन होती है? दैट द नंबर मस्ट एंड विद जीरो। सो हेयर आई हैव फिक्स्ड व्हाट? जीरो। दिस प्लेस इज फिक्स्ड, which means one of the number I can simply ignore. Now for remaining two places, how many choices I have? One, two, three, and four. So for remaining two places, I have four choices. So answer would be what? N, P, R. That is 4P2. So n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial. That is what? 12. आया समझ में? बताइए प्लीज यार, हाँ या ना बोल दो कुछ। बड़े कम से बच्चे हैं, वो भी सब अगर इन्वॉल्व नहीं रहेंगे तो कैसे? अच्छा, अब अगर मैं यहीं पर एक सवाल चेंज करूं, ठीक है, कि मुझे सिर्फ इन डिजिट्स का इस्तेमाल करना है एंड नंबर मस्ट बी इवन, इवन नंबर बनाने हैं, रेपिटिशन नॉट अलाउड है। अब बताना कैसे कैसे बनेंगे? अब केसेस इंक्रीज हो जाएंगे। अब आपके केसेस क्या हो जाएंगे? इंक्रीज हो जाएंगे। ठीक है, देखो कैसे इंक्रीज होंगे यहां पर समझ के चलो। आप इसको पूरा खुद करेंगे, ठीक है? मैं हिंट दे देता हूं कैसे इंक्रीज होंगे। कैसे, देखो, 1, 2 एंड 3, इवन होने के लिए, फॉर द नंबर टू बी इवन द नंबर मस्ट एंड विद 2, 4, 6, 0, 8 एंड सच डिजिट्स। ठीक है जी। तो लेट से सबसे पहले मैंने क्या लिया? नंबर इज एंडिंग विद जीरो। सो इफ द नंबर एंड्स विद जीरो इट वुड बी अ इवन नंबर। ओके, हाउ मेनी numbers are remaining? Four. And for these four numbers have to be put in two places, so this case is 4p2. This is case number A, or first case. Now second case, number may end with 2, ठीक है, नंबर में एंड विद टू, बट व्हेन द नंबर इज एंडिंग विद टू, ठीक है, यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड फ्यू थिंग्स। एंड व्हाट आर दिस? यू हैव टू मेक डिफरेंट केसेस। लेट द नंबर इज स्टार्टिंग विद 6, लेट द नंबर इज स्टार्टिंग विद 5 एंड एंडिंग विद 2, एंड लेट द नंबर इज स्टार्टिंग विद 4 एंड एंडिंग विद 2। ठीक है, एंड जीरो वाला केस नहीं लोगे, क्योंकि जीरो पे जैसे ही आप ले लोगे वैसे ही नंबर 3 डिजिट का नहीं बनेगा। देन दीज केसेस विल बी मेड, ठीक है, B, C, and D. Let's call them B, C, and D. Similarly, let the number end with 6, and you have to see the starting case as well. Number is starting with 5, number is starting with 4, number is starting with 2. Again, you cannot take 0, because as soon as you will take first digit as 0, you cannot make a 3-digit number. In this manner, you will find all the cases and you will tell me the answer. बोलो, समझे बात को? क्या समझाया मैंने? Shall I proceed now, beta, with the questions? चलो, डू द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, जल्दी से करेंगे, करिए। यू विल गेट ओनली 30 seconds टू सॉल्व, बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी सिंपल। Vowels are always together. Vowels are always together. Repetition not allowed again. So, driver. First of all, I will separate the vowels I and E. Okay. Now, what I got? D. अच्छा V भी तो vowel होता है ना? V is vowel. यार बता दिया करो तुम लोग मेरे को. D, R and R. 1, 2, 3, 4. V is not a vowel. A, I, O, U, E. हाँ, V. V is not a vowel. Sorry, sorry, sorry. My bad. हाँ हाँ अरे समझ गया बाबा समझ गया. D, R, R and V. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which means you can arrange these two vowels at 5 places, which means 5 factorial. I have already explained the case in last class. I hope you guys have revised it. Now these two vowels can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. And what I have to do now? Batao. What would be the last thing which I have to do? क्या करना चाहिए मुझे? Yes, exactly. Divided by 2 factorial. Yeah. Why? Because R is repeating, repeating. ठीक है लिखा होगा. Repeating twice. तो ये तो कट जाएगा. आंसर क्या बचेगा आपका? 5 फैक्टोरियल. डन. आगे चले. जल्दी बताओ. Shall I proceed? In how many ways can we select a team of 4 students from a given choice of 15 students? So tell me first thing, what I have to apply here, the permutation thing or the combination thing? Are we making a specific selection or a general selection? We are doing a general selection. So if we are doing a general selection, we will apply combination. So out of 15, I simply have to pick 4. So answer is 15C4. 15 factorial divided by 4 factorial into में 15 minus 4 factorial. And why so? Because the formula for NCR is n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. बताओ. Done? अगला सवाल. अब ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है. इस सवाल को मेरे साथ साथ ही सॉल्व करेंगे आप लोग. 7 men and 6 women I have to select. 5 persons are to be selected to form a committee of at least 3 men are there on the committee. कम से कम 3 आदमी चाहिए मेरे को. ठीक है. 5 लोगों की कमिटी बनानी है. टोटल I have 13 people. Out of these 13 people, I have to make a committee of 5 people, out of which 3 must be men. Okay. So what can I do? I can take 3 men and 2 women. First case, okay. Second case, I can take 4 men and 1 woman. And I can take all 5 men and no women. Okay. So here the number of cases will be what? Out of 7 men, I am choosing 3 men. So 7C3 into. Out of 6 women, I am choosing 2 women. So 6C2. This is case number 1. C1 बोल देते हैं इसको थोड़ी देर के लिए. Now C2. In C2, out of 7 men, I am choosing 4 men. So 7C4. And out of 6 women, I am choosing 1 woman. So 6C1. And in final case, I am choosing only 5 men. So 7C5. Let's call it C3. In the end, what you will do? You will do C1 plus C2 plus C3. So you have to solve them individually and then you have to add them. And finally, you will get your answer. बताओ, आया समझ कैसे बेटा डिफरेंट केसेस बनते हैं? कल की क्लास में वी विल सॉल्व मोर क्वेश्चंस, वहां से और क्लैरिटी बनेगी। अच्छे सवाल ढूंढ करके लाऊंगा। Out of seven consonants and four vowels, how many words of three consonants and two vowels can be formed? Solve this question. Try this. And first tell me what should be applied, permutation or combination? नमस्ते जलज। गलत आंसर है कम। ध्यान से करो बेटा। सबसे पहले ये बताओ, परमुटेशन लगेगा या कॉम्बिनेशन लगेगा? हम्म, वही गलती करी है। ओके। टू, अपनी जीरो चेक कर लो सादिया, तुमने थोड़ा सा कहीं गलती कर दी है शायद। ठीक है, जीरो कम नहीं है तुमने, बाकी कर तो तुम सही है। चलो, अब सॉल्व करना बंद करो और मेरी बात को ध्यान से सुनेंगे। आर यू गाइस लिसनिंग टू मी? ओके, सो नाउ टू मेक, टू मेक वर्ड्स, व्हाट आई नीड, व्हाट आई नीड? बोलो, टू मेक वर्ड्स व्हाट आई नीड। अबे नहीं, टू, यस लेटर्स, आई नीड अल्फाबेट्स और वी कैन से letters. Have I been provided with the letters? No. I have to pick the letters first. Okay. And using those letters, I have to make what? I have to make words. Getting my point? Which means in this case, I have to do both the things. First, I have to pick the letters from a given set of letters. And from those picked letters, I have to make words. So, अगर आप letters से words बना रहे हो, मतलब आप क्या कर रहे हो? मतलब आप क्या कर रहे हो? लेटर्स से आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वर्ड्स बना रहे हो, तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? यस, यू आर डूइंग अरेंजमेंट। ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब पहले जब आप लेटर्स पिक कर रहे हो तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? यू आर पिकिंग रैंडम लेटर्स, तो आप कॉम्बिनेशन कर रहे हो। फिर उन पिक करे गए लेटर्स को आप अरेंज कर रहे हो, मतलब आप परमुटेशन लगा रहे हो। तो इस सवाल में दोनों ही चीजें लगेंगी, परमुटेशन प्लस कॉम्बिनेशन। Okay, now how I will do this? Out of seven consonants, I need three consonants. So 7C3. Then out of four vowels, I need two vowels, which means 4C2. तो पहले इसको सॉल्व करेंगे। 7 फैक्टोरियल डिवाइडेड बाय 3 फैक्टोरियल इंटू 4 फैक्टोरियल। तो आंसर क्या आएगा? इतने भाग का आंसर क्या आएगा आपके पास? 4 फैक्टोरियल से 4 फैक्टोरियल कट जाएगा, तो कितना बचेगा? 7, 6, 5। नीचे क्या बचेगा? 3, 2, 1। तो 3, 2, 1 यानी कितना बचा? 35। उसके बाद 4C2 की वैल्यू क्या होगी? 4 फैक्टोरियल डिवाइडेड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल इंटू 2 फैक्टोरियल। यानी 2 फैक्टोरियल 2 फैक्टोरियल हुआ 4, ये होगा 4 फैक्टोरियल की वैल्यू होती है 24, तो हो गए कितने? 6। तो 35 × 6 कितना है? 6 पंजे 30, 6 × 3 = 18, 210। 210 are the number of ways in which I can choose 3 consonants and 2 vowels out of 7 consonants and 4 vowels. Now, how many alphabets I have picked? 5 alphabets. And out of these 5 alphabets, I am taking without repetition. Without repeating the alphabets, I have to make how many words I can make out of these 5 alphabets. So as they are 5 alphabets and assuming that all alphabets are different, ठीक है, तो मैंने क्या करा है? Assuming क्या? Obviously all alphabets are different. 5 different alphabets मैंने select करे हैं. Without repeating, मैं words बना रहा हूँ. So number of words would be 5 factorial, that is 120. So here is combination and here is permutation. So 210 into 120. This will be your final answer. बताओ, आई बात समझ में? इन सबको आप कंबाइन कर दोगे, 210 इंटू 120. सो जिन सवालों में पहले आपको चूज करके फिर अरेंज करना है, उसमें आप क्या करोगे? यू विल अप्लाई फर्स्ट कॉम्बिनेशन एंड यू विल मल्टीप्लाई इट विद द अरेंजमेंट, दैट इज परमुटेशन. डन. अगला सवाल देखिए. How many three-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which are divisible by 5, and none of the digits is repeated? It's a very simple question. ठीक है. I quickly need the answer from all of you. Number should be divisible by 5. So if a number should be divisible by 5, then what is the condition? Check your answer again. हाँ ठीक है तुम्हारा आंसर. 3 डिजिट का नंबर बनाना है. सादिया ठीक नहीं, कमल गलत है तुम्हारा. ठीक है. सी, when the number should be divisible by 5, okay, which means that number should end with 5. Unit place must be 5. So unit place is fixed. If the unit place is fixed, I am left with 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9, which means 5 choices. And as it is given that repetition is not allowed. So for this place, for 10th place, how many choices I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. कितनी choices है? 5 choices. Okay. Whatever number is used at the 10th place, let's say I have used 2. So 2 is eliminated. 2 cannot be repeated again. So for the 100th place, how many choices I am left with? 4 choices. So into 4. So 5 into 4 is कितना हो गया? 20 ways. और यहां पर तो क्या है? यहां पर तो सिर्फ 5 ही आ सकता है, तो इसके लिए 1 वे, ओनली 1 वे है. तो क्या हो जाएगा ये पूरा? 5 into 4 into 1, that is 20 ways. बताओ बेटा, आया समझ में? Here is the next question. This question was asked in 2023. And let me explain this question to you. Okay. So it is given to me that a box contains 14 black balls, 20 blue balls, 26 green balls, 28 yellow balls, 38 red balls, 54 white balls. Consider the following statement. ठीक है. अभी इस सवाल को छोड़ो और यहां पर मेरी बात को सुनो. ऐसा मान करके चलो, you have 8 green balls, you have 7 blue balls, and you have 5 red balls. Okay, 8 7 15 और 5, total you have 20 balls. Now if I ask you how many balls, sorry, at least how many balls should be taken out so that there is at least one ball of each color. क्या बोला है मैंने? How many balls should be taken out so that there is at least one ball of each color? This question which I have written right now, ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन बेटा पहले आया था यूपीएससी में, किसी साल आया था. हाँ, 3 बॉल पे कैसे हो जाएगा? Let's say you pick three balls and all the three balls are red. You have to pick them without seeing. ठीक है, तो बिना देखे हुए निकाल रहे हो तो कम से कम कितनी बॉल निकालनी पड़ेंगी दैट यू कैन सर्टेनली से दैट देयर वुड बी वन बॉल ऑफ ईच कलर एट लीस्ट. If you have picked three balls, then what will happen? All the three balls may be of red, all the three balls may be of blue, all the three balls may be of green, because you have eight green balls, seven blue balls, and five red balls. Similarly, and plus one, हाँ ना, plus one also, ठीक है, 15 plus one, ठीक है. See, the largest two numbers are 8 and 7. So 8 and 7 is 15 plus 1. If you will pick out 16 balls, then you can certainly say that there is at least one ball of each color. Any number which is lesser than 16, you cannot certainly assert that you have at least one ball of each color. बताओ इतनी बात समझ में आई या नहीं है? I did not ask for the answer right now. ठीक है, जब मैं समझा रहा होता हूँ तो आंसर मत लिखा करो. अंडरस्टूड. अब बेटा ये सवाल प्रीवियसली पूछा गया था तो इससे एक चीज निकल करके आती है. व्हेन यू हैव सम balls of different colors and you if you have to say that how many balls should be taken out so that you can have at least one ball of each color, तो जो हाईएस्ट नंबर्स होते हैं उनको ऐड करके या स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर को छोड़ करके बाकी नंबर्स को ऐड करके उसमें प्लस वन कर दिया जाता है. सो except the smallest number, you have to add all other numbers and add 1 to it. Okay, now come to our question. I have these many balls which are written here, okay, till here. Okay, and it is given to me the smallest number n such that any n balls drawn from the box randomly must contain one full group of at least one color is 175. इसको छोड़ देते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए. Leave the first statement for the time being. Okay, come to the second statement. The smallest number m such that any m balls drawn from the box randomly must contain at least one ball of each color is 167. This means it is saying the same thing कि अगर मुझे हर कलर की एक बॉल निकालनी है तो मुझे कम से कम 167 बॉल्स निकालनी पड़ेगी. So as I have told you, except 14, as 14 is the smallest number, add the other numbers and plus 1 and see if it is equal to 167 or not. So 54 plus 38 plus 28 plus 26 plus 20. This would be equal to 166. And if you will add 1 in this, it would be 167, which means second statement is correct. If out of them you have to pick one ball of each color, you have to draw at least 167 balls out of the box. बताओ इतनी बात समझ में आ गई बेटा? Now you have been given with, as I have taken 8 green balls, ठीक है, 7 blue balls and 5 red balls. And if I say that how many balls must be drawn so that you have one full group, okay, you have one full group. तो क्या करते हैं उस केस में? Out of 8, let's take 7. Out of 5, let's take 6. Out of 7, let's take 6. Out of 5, let's take 4. 4 plus 6 plus 7 is 17 plus 1. तो अगर आप 18 बॉल्स निकालते हैं यहां पर तो आपने क्या करना है? वॉट एवर नंबर्स यू हैव, सब्ट्रैक्ट वन फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ देम, एड देम एंड एड प्लस वन. ठीक है, सो 17 प्लस 1 इज 18. अगर आप 18 बॉल कम से कम निकालेंगे तो आपको कितनी बॉलें मिलेंगी? आपके पास कोई ना कोई एक ग्रुप पूरा निकल करके आ जाएगा. इन दिस केस व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू से दिस इज 54, सो टेक 53, 37, 27, 25, 19 and 30. Add all of them and plus 1 and check whether it is equal to 175 or not. समझे बात को? बताओ. How many of you have understood this question? So when you will do this, when you will add all of them and add 1, you will get C as the right answer because both the statements 1 and 2 are correct. आइए अगला सवाल देखते हैं. The situation I have is ABCD is a square. One point on each AB and CD and two distinct points on BC and DA are chosen, which means let's say this is a square. I'm having A, B, C, and D. One point on AB and CD. So let's do this. AB and CD. And two distinct points on BC and DA. So this is my DA and this is BC. How many distinct triangles can be drawn using any 3 points as vertices out of these 6 points? पता नहीं क्या करेंगे इसमें? What we do? You have 6 points and you have to make triangles out of those points. Okay. To make triangles at a time, how many points you need? ठीक, ठीक. So it is simply what? You have been given 6 things and you have to choose 3 things out of them. And you are doing a general selection. What will you do? Combination 6C3. Simply 6C3. That would be 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 6 minus 3, 3 factorial. तो ये कितना बचेगा आपका 6, 5, 4 divided by 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5 दूनी 10 दूनी 20 is the correct answer. 20 is the correct answer. बोलो. Understood? How many distinct 8-digit numbers can be formed by rearranging the digits of number 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, such that odd digits occupy odd position and even digits occupy even position? Solve this. आप लोगों को ही करना है सवाल. 8 पोजी इसको अल्फाबेट से समझ लेना. ठीक है, बस एक हिंट. चलो पहले सॉल्व करो फिर हिंट दो. Odd digits occupy odd position. Even digits occupy even position. It seems right. सादिया बेटा बाकी अभी सॉल्व करके देखते हैं. देखो जी. The number I have is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Even digits are 2, 2, 4, 4. Odd digits are 1, 1, 3, 3. Now, I have one. How many odd positions I have? Odd positions. I have 1, 3, 5, and 7, which means 4. Similarly, how many even positions I have? 2, 4, 6, and 8. 4 positions. Now, in these 4 odd positions, I have to fit 4 odd digits. So, this is simply nothing but what? 4 factorial. And now, and now, on these 4 even positions, I have to fix 4 even digits. So what will be the case? 4 factorial again. But what I have to do now? मेरे को अब एक काम और करना पड़ेगा. वो क्या होगा? बताइए. As 1 is repeating twice, so I have to divide it by 2 factorial. 3 twice, so I have to divide it by 2 factorial. 2 भी twice है, तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? 2 factorial and 2 factorial. ठीक है, तो 2 दूनी 4 दूनी 8 दूनी 16. तो ये कितना होगा? 24 इंटू 24 डिवाइडेड बाय 16. आंसर इज 36. बताइए बेटा, आया समझ? अब अगर आपको नहीं आप इसको ना ऐसे मान लीजिए, 1 की जगह 2 ए रखिए, बी की जगह 2 की जगह 2 बी रखिए, ठीक है, सी की जगह 3 की जगह पे 2 ई रख लीजिए, और 4 की जगह पे 2 डी रख लीजिए. तो देखो, ये बन गया ना, अल्फाबेट वाले सब रिलेट हो पाएगा. देखो बिल्कुल, इसमें 4 वॉवल है, 4 कॉन्सोनेंट है, रिलेटेबल हो जाएगा ना बिल्कुल एकदम से. ऐसे भी देख सकते हो सवाल को. Shall I proceed with the next question? 25 runs exact. This is the last question for today. We will solve only this question. ठीक है, उसके बाद ये पीडीएफ मैं आप लोगों को शेयर कर दूंगा. इसमें और भी क्वेश्चंस हैं, उनको आप खुद से ट्राई करेंगे. नेक्स्ट क्लास में these questions and some more questions we will solve them. Try this one. Now see this बेटे, ध्यान से. आपको कितने रन बनाने हैं? 25 runs you have to score. You can only take singles, fours and sixes. Whenever you will take single, let's denote singles with X. Let's denote 4 with Y. And let's denote 6 with Z. The number of fours you have hit and the number of sixes you have hit. So let's say if you will hit X number of singles, you will get X runs. If you will hit y number of fours, then you will get 4y runs. And if you will hit z number of sixes, then you will get 6z. Okay. Total is 25. So this would be my equation. Okay, now make the cases. Now make the cases. Okay. So the first case is if no 6 is being hit. ठीक है, अब देखो यहां पर अगर मैं ये कहूं कि मैंने एक भी 6 नहीं मारा, तो मेरे पास इक्वेशन का रिड्यूस होकर रह जाएगी x plus 4y is equal to 25, which mean all the runs have to be scored with what? Singles and fours. How can I score these runs? Let's say I took one single. Okay. If I took one single, how many runs are remaining? 25 minus 1, 24. These 24 runs I have to score by hitting fours. So to score 24 runs by hitting 4, how many fours I have to hit? बताइए. 6 fours exactly. So this is the first case. I can hit 6 4 and 1 क्या single. समझे बात को बेटा? ठीक है. Now second case. What if I hit 5 boundaries or 5 fours? So 5 into 4 20. Then I have to take 5 singles. Now the again cases. Let's say if I have hit 4 boundaries, 4 fours are 16. So I have to take 9 singles. Similarly, I hit 3 boundaries. So 4 threes are 12, I have to take 13 singles. If I have hit only 2 boundaries, 2 fours are 8, 25 minus 8 would be 15 में से 8 गए तो 7. I have to take 17 singles. ठीक है. And let's say I have hit only 1 4. ठीक है. If I have hit only 1 4, I have to take how many? 21 singles. And let's say one case is I have hit 0 fours. If I have hit 0 fours, I have to take 25 singles. So how many cases are there? In total, I have 7 cases. Okay. Or 7 ways to score. Now, second case. If 1 6 is hit, 1 6 is being hit. So what will happen? If 1 6 is hit, then x plus 4y. So 6 plus 1, 6 into 1, 6. उसको minus कर दो, कितना बचा? You have to score 19 more runs. So in how many ways you can score 19 more runs? तो आप at max you can hit 4 boundaries. If you have hit 4 boundaries, 4 into 4, 16. 16 minus 19 minus 16, 3 singles. Then if you have hit 3, or if you have hit 2, if you have hit 1, and if you have hit 0 boundaries. So how many cases are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Similarly, if you have hit 2 sixes. So if you have hit 2 sixes, तो कितना हो जाएगा? 12 runs have been made by hitting sixes. Remaining are x plus 4y is equal to 13. Okay, ji. In this case, you can at max hit 3 boundaries. Then you can hit 2 boundaries, or you can hit 1 boundaries, or you can hit 0 boundaries, which means 4 cases are here. Similarly, you can hit how many sixes? Fourth case में क्या बना सकता हूँ? Fourth case would be, let's say I have hit 3 sixes. So if I have hit 3 sixes, तो क्या होगा उस केस में मेरे साथ? तो 6 threes are 18. Remaining runs will be x plus 4y is equal to कितना हो जाएगा? 7. ठीक है ना? 18, 25 minus 18, 7. In this case, I can hit only at max 1 boundary. ठीक है? Or I can hit 0 boundary. So 2 cases from here. Now, let's say if I have hit 4 sixes. If I have hit 4 sixes, so my equation will reduce to, if I have hit 4 sixes, which means 24 runs I have scored. Now I can take only one single. I have no scope to hit a boundary, which means only one case. That would be one single, 0 boundaries, and what? 4 sixes. Okay. So one case is this. So how many Ks I have got in total? 7 plus 5, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 2, 18 plus 1, 19 cases. बोलो ठीक के गलत? आया समझ में? नहीं आया बच्चे समझ में? So for the time being, we will end this worksheet here only. I will share this complete slide with you. This has some more questions. You have to try each of them, but please don't see the solution from anywhere. अगर खुद से बनता है अच्छी बात है, नहीं बनेगा कोई टेंशन वाली बात नहीं, अपन बैठे हैं सिखाने के लिए. चलो, let's end this here now for the fail. अब एक मिनट और रुक जाओ. कल की क्लास में we will solve more questions.